Hey y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It's real live music right here in downtown Knoxville. We got a great show lined up for you today. Coming up in the second half of the show, we've got Hunter Loken Parcel. But right now, y'all make a big welcome I'm stumbling over my words. Give a big welcome to Lawnmower.
Let's all get together. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. There's a path back in the mountain, lumber house I was born. Even now, memories linger. Mama smiles soft and warm. Lonesome Pine, I hear you calling me back to my home. Walking down, hills are roaming. Lonesome Pine, calling me home. It's been so long since I've left the cabin, such a well-fortunate thing. Late at night, I'm alone and lonely. I can still hear my daddy call my name. Lonesome Pine, I hear you calling me back to my home. Lost now, feels so roaming. Lonesome Pine, calling me home. Someday soon I'm gonna travel to the land that I don't bear, and the stillness of the mountains I will find some peace and rest. Lonesome Pine, I hear you calling me back to my home. Lost now, feels so roaming. Lonesome Pine, calling me home. Lost now, feels so roaming. Lonesome Pine, calling me home.
That's Lawnmower on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. So I'm wearing a couple of hats today because I work with these folks. These are UT students. I teach at the University of Tennessee, and this is one of the two string bands, Appalachian string bands that I work with, and they gave themselves the name Lawnmower. I love it. Tell us why. Why are you called Lawnmower, Kate?
Unfortunately, I was being dumb, and I was just spitting out names, and this one stuck. It was singular lawnmower, no the, no S, but we said lawnmower because we cut grass. There was another part of the phrase where I can't say, but it was just a dumb name, and we just liked it so much, so we just kept it. Yep.
All right. Well, good a reason as any. Seems like most bands can't even remember why they came up with their name in the first place after a few years. So, well, so for those of you who might have just wandered in and might not know exactly what's going on here, as I said, these are all University of Tennessee students, and we have two different bands. The other band, they call themselves Sarah and the Shrimp Shack Shooters. So you can see where this is going. But at any rate, the two bands are interestingly kind of split between music majors and non-music majors almost. So in this band, everybody's a music major except for one person. In the other band, everybody is not a music major except for one person. They just kind of worked out instrumentally, but I'll pick on the person who's not a music major first. So Elle over here playing the mandolin. Let's give her a hand. And then the other mandolin player is actually a viola player for his degree, and so had to make the transition to using that pick instead of using a bow. So I have a big hand for Ian Skelly here. On the far side, our two fiddle players are both classical violinists, making the transition quite well to bluegrass music, which isn't always an easy transition for people. So that's been fun to see. And I guess we're losing Lydia next semester, but she may still stick around and come back and play with us sometimes, I hope. We'll get to hear her sing in just a second. And then standing up, the big tall guy in the middle, well, let's have a hand for the fiddle players. Sorry about that. They didn't know I was going to do this and embarrass them, but standing there in the middle, that's Bryce. Bryce plays trombone in school, but is also a fine picker as well. Big hand for Bryce McCracken here. And then kind of our fearless leader of this particular ensemble, they're the banjo player. We're sad that we're going to lose him to graduation as well. He is a graduate student in music theory. Big hand for Cade Botts. Anyway, I wasn't really planning to do that, but she's hiding back there. Bryce, you're too tall. And my favorite member of the band, she came to us playing only classical bass, and in a semester and a half has just really begun to nail playing bluegrass bass. It's a whole new thing, and they're kind of the motor of the band. So let's have a big hand for Avery No. All right. Well, one final question, and then we'll let you play a little bit more music. So tell us a little bit about your concert that's coming up.
I guess I'll speak for everybody. We have a concert tomorrow at 1:30 at the Sarah Powell Recital Hall in the music building. So please come if you like our music. It's free. And you'll see the other band. You'll see Sarah and the Shooters.
Yeah, so it'll be both bands, and it is in the beautiful recital hall, the Sandra Powell Recital Hall at UT. So if you've never been in that room, it's definitely a nice place to hear music. All right, well, I'll let you all get back to it.
Shine on one that's good and true. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
bile and or boil them cabbage down. And that was a good old, the father of bluegrass, Bill Monroe, Blue Moon of Kentucky tune. So next song we're gonna play is another instrumental called Cherokee Shuffle. Actually got the signal that we're good for 2 more. Don't worry, Rocky Top is gonna happen. Just relax.
We're doing half an hour.
Let's do Rocky Top last. Are we ready?
Yeah.
She's gone, how worried, bouncing on top of the world. She called me up in El Paso, I need daddy, I miss so. Now she's gone, how worried, bouncing on top of the world. Like my peaches on shake tree, down my orchard, little beach me. Now she's gone, how worried, bouncing on Now she's gone, now don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. Now she's gone, now don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world.
That's Lawnmower on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. I don't usually break in here in the show, but I just felt like it. So, okay, did I ask you one more question? We got a couple extra minutes on before the end of the bottom of the hour here. You know, a whole lot of you kind of coming from the classical music world. I'm just curious, what's the difference playing bluegrass and playing classical?
Yes. There's like, we're so used to classical having these pretty strict guidelines and roadmaps for what you have to do, especially in an orchestra situation, really. Bluegrass, there's none of that. There's no set way to do it, really. It's just look at each other until somebody takes a solo, and then just hope everybody knows the chords. You know, it's completely different.
All right, yeah, very good. And you know, go over to the fiddle players for a minute. I didn't say your all's names before I realized. It's Rita and Lydia there. But what's different? I mean, you have to learn how to improvise and stuff. Talk a little bit about what's different between this and classical for you all.
Personally, one of the biggest differences for me was no sheet music. You know, in classical world, we've got a big old piece of paper in front of us, and we're just reading a book. It's all there. You know, we've got that to depend on. But here, you just make it up as you go. You improvise. It's a little bit more fun.
I did not tell them to say that. All right, excellent. Well, you all got one more song for us, I hear.
Go Balls.
That's Lawnmower on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. They're part of the UT Appalachian String Band program. All right. Well, we're going to have to get them off the stage and get another band on the stage. I think we have some folks who might be new to the Blue Plate Special, so let me just tell you a little bit about that while we get things moved around. We do this 6 days a week. Every day except for Sunday. 5 days a week it is right here, but on Fridays we do it at Barley's in the Old City, and we call it the Big Plate. We often have 2 acts on the show, and one of my favorite things about hosting is when the 2 acts are really different from one another, and that's kind of how it is today. We got a band with electric guitar and drums, and some more great music coming up for you in the second half of the show. But you'll forgive me if I talk at you until we get the stage turned over, because we are live on the radio, so I have to make sure there is no dead air. So let me tell you that the support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Barley's Knoxville, and Visit Knoxville. I want a big thanks to our tech crew today. We've got Jeter doing the video stuff. We got Johnny doing the sound stuff, and they always do a great job, and you can see them working hard right now. So let's have a big hand for our tech crew. All right. So I hope you all will come back for another Blue Plate Special, or as I said before, you can watch this on Facebook Live or on our YouTube channel. So hi to everybody out there who's watching. You can, of course, listen in on the radio or at WDVX.com anytime. We got some great shows coming up in the next few days. On Monday, we've got Eliza Mary Doyle along with Tidal Wave Road Bluegrass Band. On Tuesday, the Runaway Grooms. Wednesday, we have Hot Damn Scandal. On Thursday, we've got Matt York along with Scott Whidden. And on Friday, for the Big Plate down at Barley's, we've got Gents and Liars. And then next Saturday, a week from now, we've got D. Boone Pittman along with Jesse Daniel Edwards. So lots of great things coming up. And some of you may know that I also host another show called Kid Stuff, which is a show for kids. And once a month, we do it live just like this with special guests on the second Saturday of every month. So we just did one last Saturday, so we don't have one coming around until May 13th. But on May 13th, we have another live Kid Stuff show with special guest Miss Lynn, who I believe Miss Lynn's living way up in Pennsylvania now, but she's making a special trip to Knoxville for us as she's touring around. So that'll be a whole lot of fun. How we doing in there, Johnny? We're good on Johnny's end. How about up there on the stage? We about ready as well? Yeah? Thumbs up. All right. Well, let's give a big welcome to Hunter Loken Parcel. Got a live wire on the stage.
First thing I remember knowing, lonesome whistle blowing, youngins dreamed of growing up to ride. Freight train leaving town, knowing where I'm bound. Tried to steer me right, but mama tried. One and only rebel child, family meek and mild. Mama seemed to know a playing story. Tried all my Sunday learning, the bad I kept on turning. Mama couldn't hold me anymore. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried to raise me better, and a pleading night and night. Only
me to blame, 'cause mama tried. Dear old daddy, rest his soul. Mama, heavy load. Tried so very hard to fill his shoes. With hours without rest. Wanted me to have the best. Tried to steer me right, but I refused. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried, mama tried. Tried to raise me better, and a beating I denied. Only me to blame, mama tried. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried, mama tried. Tried to raise me better, and a beating I denied. Only me to blame, mama tried. That is only me to blame, mama tried. Woke in the morning, sun shining in, pounding on my head. Reaching for a 32-ounce in, brown bag by my bed. Tell by the text sent last night, Lord, I really tired one on. I must have been missing her, called her all night long. Read the news today, ain't coming back to me. No matter how hard I try, don't want me anymore. Guess we'll all sit here, drinking my champagne of beer. Dreaming on a southern girl who ran off and broke my heart. Looked in the mirror to scuff his face. Lord, I could use a shave. Bloodshot eyes from eye to mine left me as a pile of waste. I ain't shouted since I don't know when. Lord, I should probably try. Clean up this scruff and blow off the dust. Run the woman out of my mind. Well, I read the news today, coming back to me. No matter how hard I try, don't want me anymore. Guess we'll all sit here, my champagne of beer, dreaming on a southern girl around, broke my heart. Take it away, Jacob. Read the news today, ain't coming back to me. No matter how hard I try, don't want me anymore. Guess we'll all sit here, my champagne of beer, dreaming on a southern girl who ran off, broke my heart. Well, I'm dreaming on a southern girl who ran off, broke my heart. Thank you all.
That's Hunter Loken Parcel on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Thank you all for heading over this way to be with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so you're all living in Nashville.
We are.
Yeah, and that's the Music City, as they call it. Though I like to think of this as the better Music City, but I'm partial. But you're from a little farther away. Tell us a little bit where you're from.
So I'm from a little town about 30 minutes or so south of Canada, called Rugby, North Dakota. Our claim to fame is we're the geographical center of North America. About 2,500 people, but we have a little monument right there when you drive through. So if y'all are ever traveling, you can get your photo with it. Grew up there, and at 18, I'd moved to Minneapolis for a bit, went to Phoenix for a little, back to Minneapolis, back to Phoenix, and then just decided I'd give it a chance, see what Nashville was like, and I had some friends and stuff down there, and decided it was maybe worth the try, and now I'm here 7 years later. So I stuck around long enough, I suppose.
And how long you been writing songs and such?
Probably realistically, probably about 18, 17. I started to get kind of an interest in music around 6th grade, only 12, 13 years old, and took some lessons and then had some mentors who just kind of introduced me to different writers, Allen Ginsberg, Kerouac, started learning about different lyricists like Dylan. And around the time I was 17, kind of made the decision of, I think this is the thing I'd like to do the rest of my life. I should probably learn how to write one of those songs. Started trying best I could, and still trying to do the best I can.
All right, yeah. You have some music in your family background too, right?
I do. I have a lot of musicians. My mother was a singer. My grandmother sang. My grandfather was an accordion player and played in bands for years and years. My mom played piano, sax. My sister played sax and sang. A whole bunch of musicians in the family. So it was always there, and a lot of exposure to different styles, from 2000s music from my sister, my parents with blues rock and all that, to my grandparents listening to polka music and different waltzes and things like that.
That's great. That's great. So, one more question. So, just tell us a little bit about your songwriting. Where do you get inspiration? What's your process?
I really strive to write about what I actually did or what's going on. A lot of my favorite writers and then favorite songwriters have always written the songs about, I guess, say, the working man, the person, the mom with 2 kids doing what she can do to feed them. I've always really enjoyed those types of lyrics, and it's something I really aim to do and be honest. I don't try to make up any stories about myself. Everything I've written, good or bad, have done. And our last song is about jail, and I did go to jail for a good while for certain silly things I decided to do. So we wrote a song about it. And just traveling and just being honest with the writing process, I hate sitting still. So most of it is melody or a phrase. I'll write it in my phone, and I'll just keep trying to go back to it. I have about 5,000 of those in my phone, so I should have 20 albums by now. But we just keep going back to it, and then I try to sit down as long as I can and really work at it. And then occasionally you get that, once in a while you get that amazing moment where it just comes to you. But a lot of sitting in my shed in the backyard where it's quiet, calm, and I just make crap up and just keep trying to make more crap up till it sounds good.
All right, well, that sounds good. Let's hear some more.
Well, thank you. First of all, I want to give a round of applause for my band. They're just doing a great job. They always make me sound a lot better than I am. We're going to do another original song called That's Hell. When I moved down here for a girl, and she broke up with me. And this is, I guess, about a song, drinking in a bar, being sad about myself, and I guess getting over it eventually. It's called That's Hell. I sit here drinking, I'm feeling half down in the bag, just sitting and thinking how the hell to get this way. I'm just so lonesome, Lord, 'cause you ain't coming by. Lock the doors and turn the light out for the night. Love a woman, can't have both, it's hell. Rather spend 1,000 years in jailhouse cell. She's all the reason that I sit here and I cry. Love a woman you can't have, will ruin your mind. I sit and I tell her that I'm doing fine. You can read it on my face, it's killing me inside. If you never wanted this, then why say those lines? Maybe it's the alcohol that made you say those lies. A woman can't have both, it's hell. Rather spend 1,000 in a jailhouse cell. But she's all the reason that I sit here and I cry. Love a woman you can't have, will ruin your mind. I spent the angry, my friend tell me all the time. You can read it on my face to see her in that light. Well, the bright eyes bring me joy every time, and her sparkling smile could light even the darkest night. Love a woman, can't have both, it's hell. Rather spend 1,000 in a jailhouse cell. She's all the reason that I sit here and I cry. Love a woman you can't have, will ruin your mind. Love a woman you can't have, will ruin your mind. Thank you all very much. Thank you. We got a couple more for you here, and then hopefully we'll be getting out of your way, maybe. But thank you all for coming out. Like I said, I've been watching this show for a while. It's very nice to have a good audience out here tonight. Do another original song for you called Ryan, about a farmer friend of mine up in North Dakota. Sits at the table every morning, drinking coffee as black as the sky, working the land that his granddad, Daddy worked their whole damn life. Oh Lord, seems it's getting warmer. Springtime's rolling in, pushing out the brutal winter. Calving season's coming in. It's a long, hard life for farmers from the northern Dakota plains, working himself right into his grave, starting all again every day. Each night he sits up at the north side, same school as the night before, working all night on a nice cold bush light, watching the Vikings game when it's on at 4. Thinks back to when he was a young man, the Taiwan on so damn tight, wild as a coyote in a snare line, burning barns every Friday night. It's a long, hard life for farmers from the northern Dakota plains, working himself right into his grave, starting all again every day. 'Cause it's the long, hard life for farmers from the northern Dakota plains, working himself right into his grave. Well, starting all again every day, and he's starting all again every day. Thank you all very much. We're going to do one of my favorite songwriters, Kenny Rogers. It's one of our favorite songs. We play this one all the time. It's a song called Tulsa Turnaround. Oh Lord, I wish I had never been stoned. When I get high, I can't leave the women alone. My sheriff and his boys getting ready for slaughter, looking for the man that turned on the mayor's daughter. Oh, my honey had a hold on a hell of a thing. Down in the holler every evening you hear her sing. She said, Funky Bush showed me the Tulsa turnaround, stepped on my toe, on and turned me down, bit me like a hand in a glove. Taught me how to love, y'all. miles of road between me and those hounds. Deputy, sheriff, and his boys come tracking me down. I wish I was back taking it easy. Man's gonna eat fried chicken, he's gotta get greasy. Oh, honey had a whole lot of hell of a thing. Down in the holler every evening you hear her sing. She said funky but sure, closer, turn around, stepped on my toes. On and turn me down, feel me like a hand in a glove. Taught me how to love, y'all. Oh, my honey had a whole lot of hell of a thing. Down in the holler every evening, you hear her sing. She said, funky butt showed me the toast to turn around, stepped on my toes. On and turn me down, feel me like a hand in the glove. Taught me how to love, y'all.
Thank you all for listening in again. Got one more for y'all.
That's Hunter Loken Parcel on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. We are going to get one more from them, but before we do that, I want to thank you all for coming out. Thank everybody for listening and watching out there. And let's have another big hand for our first act, the UT String Band, Lawnmower. By the way, if anybody knows any young folks who go to UT or one yourself out there listening, just shoot me an email if you're interested in the string band. It's just Sean@utk.edu, SEAN@utk.edu. We'd love to have more young folks in that band. So you can find out more about you all on social media. Hunter Loken Parcel, right? It's Loken for Loken. Parcel is Parcel. I hope you all will stick around after the show and make these folks feel welcome and say hi to them and all of that kind of thing. So let's get one more song.
All right, well, as promised, the last one is about a good old jail stay down Davidson County, Harding Place, Men's Correctional Center. It's a song called Davidson County.
Happened late last Friday. Had no plan for extended stay. I was flying back home dreaming. Lord, I'm sleeping the night away. When out of nowhere they came flying low. Had a couple tall boys under my belt. Boys in blue, they were trying to throw this country boy in jail. Well, I ain't blind, Lord, I'm barely walking now. Laying on a cot in Cocoa City. Got me like Davidson County. Bringing in, I won't pay my bill. my blood. Lord knows you're gonna get it too. Wants me for a year and counting. Lord, I hope I don't make it true. Well, I ain't flying on a belly walking now, laying on a cot in a cocoa cell. Got me locked down in Davidson County, praying anyone paid my bill. Well, Lord, I ain't one long belly walking now, got me in a cocoa cell. Got me locked down in Davidson County, paying anyone pay my bill.
Thank you all for sticking around and listening. Once again, my band, my name's Hunter, Loken Parcel.
Loken Parcel, right here in downtown Knoxville. We hope you'll join us next time for more real live music on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. But right now, I'm going to send it back into the studio.